Some parts of Syria slowly begin to rise from the ashes, as is the case of Aleppo. The war seems far from ending, though. 7 years of conflict has claimed the lives of 500,000 people, left 3 million wounded, and produced 6 million refugees. And the disaster continues.
Abbiamo vissuto momenti difficili.
We've experienced some difficult times, but what we want to tell everyone today is help us stay in Syria. We want to stay. Many people have left, half of our people have gone, but we're there. Like the Pope says, Christians must remain in the Middle East, and that's why we're staying. We can't do it without material help and the prayer of others, though. Monsignor Boutros Marajati is the Archbishop of Aleppo, a city that has been split in two for 4 years. The Armenian neighborhood was one of the first to be hit by bombs and mortars. The cathedral was left in pieces, as well as the school. Monsignor Marajati proudly shows photos that document a return to normalcy. First, they rebuilt the school, where the children were able to see sunlight for the first time in 5 years, after studying in a basement to avoid the explosions.
È vero che io alla scuola che abbiamo riaperto.
In the school we reopened, there are children who are 6 or 7 years old and were born during the war. They have great psychological trauma. They don't know what electricity, running water, or having heat at school are. These children are traumatized. We help them overcome it with psychologists and nuns. We don't only make them study, we also give them a religious and civic education, because all they know is the war. The bombs also fell on this nursery patio. Luckily, no child was present that day. These are the photos before and after. The city is slowly recovering, but is still in great need after years of combat. Of Syria's 23 million inhabitants, 70% live below the poverty line. Among them are both Christians and Muslims.
C'è una bella convivenza ad Aleppo.
There's a beautiful coexistence in Aleppo, in our neighborhoods. First, Christian, Orthodox, Protestant, and Catholic people work together on charitable projects. There's also a wonderful cooperation and solidarity with Muslims, because we're together, we live together, we go to school together, to the university, to the same hospitals. There are no differences between Christians and Muslims. If you're in need, you're my brother or sister. Monsignor Marajati defines Syrians as living martyrs. In Syria, all they want is peace that's not a result of more bombs, and that ends the war that has ravaged their country. Therefore, they're asking for prayer, wisdom by governments, and above all, for the world to keep them in mind.